Hi everyone, my name's Ian. Thank you for joining me for practice. Let's get started. We're going to start by coming down onto our backs, feet flat on the ground, hip distance apart. Okay, head and shoulders are on the mat. Tuck the tailbone under so you can feel lower spine pushing down. Hands come behind the head, interlinking the fingers. Elbows can be out nice and wide. Now, go as deep into this pose or into these moves as you wish, okay? So, it's early in the practice and we're just getting warmed up. So go as deep or as shallow as you wish to, okay? We're going to start off with some little crunches. So, take a breath in. As you exhale, lift up. Inhale down, exhale up. Good, let's keep on going. Breathing out every time you lift up. That's it. You can bring elbows a little closer together and try and make the moves as smooth as possible. No jerky movements, so the core is doing the work for you rather than throwing yourself forwards. Keep on going. Let's go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax down. Whew. Okay, we're going to keep the hands behind the head, interlinking the fingers. We're going to take the right foot, place it on top of the left knee. Okay, now push the right knee towards the front of the mat. If the knee's in because the hip's tight, that's brilliant, but try to push forwards as much as you can. I like to do this by keeping the right elbow on the ground. Now we take an inhale. And as you exhale, left elbow, right knee. Working those obliques that run up through the side of the body. Good, now keep moving, keep lifting. Remember, we're breathing out every time we lift up. Inhaling as we go down. And go as deep or as shallow as you wish to go in this move. Good, let's keep going for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and head and shoulders down. Place the right foot down onto the mat and lift that left foot up. Place it on top of the knee, pushing the left knee towards the front of the mat. Good, so we've got engagement in the legs whilst we work into these abs. Okay, now left elbow will go down onto the floor. Take a breath in. Right elbow to left knee, breath out. Inhale down, exhale up. Good, now keep on going. Make sure you're breathing out each time you lift, because if you're breathing in, you're going to be expanding, and it just makes this move that little bit harder. Nice smooth movements. Remember, we're not throwing ourselves forwards, and you do as much or as little as you possibly can. Good, keep going for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax down. Good, both feet come flat on the ground. And let's just stretch the arms out behind us, breathing in. Exhale out. Deep inhale, reach out through the arms. Exhale out, bring the hands down beside you. Good, we're going to sit up slightly, or we're going to sit up, not slightly, we're going to sit all the way up. Now I want you to take a block. Lay back down onto the mat. Take your block, place it onto the left knee. Left elbow goes into the block. So we're squeezing. This is a tricky one because the block, as you can see, can be a little bit wobbly. So engage the leg, feet, toes are curling back to you. And now lift the other side up. Good. Now right elbow will come into right knee. Good. Take a breath in. As you exhale, arm goes forwards, foot goes back. Inhale, center. Exhale out. Breath in. Breath out. Fill up. Empty. Let's go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and foot goes down. Take the block, place the left foot down. Okay, now place the block onto the right knee, elbow goes in. So you've got to push them both together, because if we're loose, then that block's going to fall out, or you're going to be quite wobbly. So make sure you're pushing elbow and knee, squeezing that block in between them. Okay, let's go for the left side now. So left elbow into left knee, lift head and shoulders up. Keep pushing that right knee into the right elbow, squeezing the block. And let's float. Reaching forwards, kicking back. Good, keep on going. We're gonna do another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax down to the mat. Feet go down. Ooh, take a butterfly pose, send the arms backwards, big breath in. Hold that stretch as you breathe out. Another deep inhale. And now draw the knees into the chest as you exhale. Good, cross the ankles, rock up, bring yourself up into your tabletop position. Okay, placing your block to one side. Won't need that for a little while now. Okay, so in our tabletop, remember we stack our joints, but on this one, I want you to take the knees back. So if you look at my knees, I'm going to take them backwards, so they're actually behind my hips. And now we're going to warm up into the hands and the wrists. So we do this by lifting up onto the fingertips and then lowering down. We breathe in, lift up, exhale, we lower down. Let's keep on going. Keep flowing. We're going to go for a full 30 seconds on this one. Good. Now if you get a little bit tired and you need to take a rest, then go ahead, just take a rest for a breath or two and then come back in and join us. Let's keep on going. We're almost there. Halfway. Another 15 seconds to go. Keep pushing down through the fingers, lifting up. Good, almost there. Just a few more seconds, and hands come down. Whew. Right, keeping the knees where they are. Now we're going to start to warm up the shoulders. So I want you to push the ground away. So notice when I push the ground away, I lift the shoulder blades back up towards the ceiling. We take an inhale, and then as we exhale, we're going to lower down in between the shoulder blades. Breathe in, we lift. Exhale, we go down. Good, now let's keep flowing with this one. Slowly, so we don't want to be rushing up and down like this. We want to be mindful as we go down, mindful as we go up. Good, let's keep going. For another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lift those shoulders up. Tuck the toes under behind you, take a breath in, and then push back into down dog as you breathe out. Good, just hold the down dog here for a few breaths. Remember your hips are going up, hands and heels are pushing down, neck is relaxed. Good, breath in, breath out. Send the right foot up to the ceiling, inhale. Step up to warrior one as you exhale. So train tracking the feet, we're lifting the toes as we rise up through the hands. Good, now sit into the hips, right knee is above the right ankle. Take a breath in, and now bring the hands down behind you, interlinking the fingers as you breathe out. So rather than having the hands just resting there on top of the glutes, let's lift them away from there. We're going to work into the shoulders once more. So as we inhale, we're going to lift our arms up as high as we can go. Exhale, we lower them down. Let's do 9 more of these. Inhale, exhale, breath in, breath out. 7 more to go. And 6. Keep that right knee above the ankle. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and send those arms back up to the ceiling. Exhale the hands down. Let's come into high plank. Elbows tucked in as you go into low plank. Breathe into up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Send that left foot up to the ceiling. Step up to warrior one. Good, let's reach up through the arms as we sit down into the hips, tucking the tailbones, squaring off. Good, now we're going to keep the arms raised up on this one. Palms are going to face each other. Inhale, lift up high through the arms, and as you exhale, send them back. Breath in and back. Let's keep on going for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and send the hands down. Step back into high plank. Let's go for low plank again. Breathe into up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Bring the feet together. Inhale the right foot up to the ceiling. As you exhale, step up to warrior two. So I'm actually going to turn round so I can face everyone. You can see exactly what I'm doing. Now stretch out through the arms. Good, long straight arms, fingers spread, palms facing down. Okay, now we're going to take rotations into the shoulders. So as you inhale, I want you to rotate the arms, and rotate the hands, so the palms face up and then they face back. And then we go all the way over the other way. Good, so we're basically rotating the arms almost in a full circle. Good, now keep on flowing. For 1, 2, breathe the whole time you're doing this. Sit into the hips, right knee above the ankle. That's 3, 4, and 5. Bring the palms flat back down to the ground, deep inhale. Send the hands down to the mat, step back into high plank. Let's go low plank and then breathe into up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot goes up, inhale. Step up to warrior two. Good, I'm going to turn around and face you once again. Good, it's always better to face the people I'm talking to rather than looking at my back. Good, so keep stretching out through the arms. Good, we look forward the whole time, okay? So we're always looking over that leading hand. Sitting into the hips, tucking the tailbone, left knee above the ankle. Let's do that once again. So we rotate the hands all the way over and then go all the way back. For 1. That's 2. 3, maybe feeling this in the shoulders, keep going, breathe into them. 4, and 5, come back into warrior two. Deep inhale, send the hands down, step back into high plank, lower down to low plank. Breathe into up dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Whew. If you're like me, I'm feeling it in those shoulders, okay? But this is great because we're warming the shoulders up, we're building strength, we're building flexibility, mobility. And this is going to serve us well for later on in the practice. Okay, now bring the feet together. Inhale, right foot up. Exhale, step the foot up in between the hands. Crescent lunge. So let's rise up. Good. Sit into the hips. Back leg or back left knee is bent, but the leg is strong, okay? Now deep inhale. As you exhale, you're going to send the arms back as you bring the body and the head forwards. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale, go back. That's number 2. Fill up. Empty out. Be mindful as you do these. That's it. Number 4. And number 5. Good. Inhale, send the hands up. Exhale, place the hands down. Keep the feet where they are, okay? So that movement we done with the shoulders earlier on, where we're lifting out of the shoulder blades, I want you to do this. Take a breath in, and then we're going to swap the feet over as you breathe out. Good. Now inhale. Rise all the way back up to crescent lunge. Remember, back leg is strong. Even with that bend in the knee, it's a strong leg. Good. Deep inhale. Exhale, send the arms back, chest and head go forwards. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale, back. It's number 2. Good. Keep moving those arms. Number 3. And 4. One more to go. Number 5. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, send the hands down. Push back into 3-legged down dog. Deep breath in. Send the foot down as you breathe out. Bringing the feet together. Inhale. Exhale, step or float to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Let's go for chair pose as we breathe in. Good. To sit low in the chair, tuck the tailbone. Reach up through the arms. Those shoulders may be burning right now, but breathe into them. You're stronger than you think, okay? Good. Let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up as you breathe out. Bring the palms together at the center of the chest. Take a breath in and a breath out. So feet are going to go hip distance apart. We take a deep inhale and let's sit down into squat as we exhale. So we're going to go for crow pose. Now, let me just shuffle back here a little bit. Some of you may have the feet flat on the ground as I have here. Some of you may be on the balls of the feet because the ankles are still not as open as you would like them to be. Either one is good, okay? In fact, this is where I originally started off before my ankles and lower legs opened up enough to get those feet flat on the ground. So in fact, I'm going to start on the balls of the feet just so you can see how we do this. Pretty much the same. So we're going to go for crow pose. Palms come together. We want to push the elbows out as we push the knees inwards. And then we bring the hands down flat on the ground, roughly to the edges of the mat, pushing the fingers in. And now breathe in, lift up onto the toes. Good. Now, you may just want to hold here today, pushing the fingers down, and then you can lower down. Good. So you can also practice by lifting up, maybe bringing the feet off. And just keep doing this, keep practicing. Or we come into the full crow. So we're going to lift up, bring feet together, draw them in towards the sit bones, in towards the glutes. And we're all going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way down. Whew. Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale, we're going to stand all the way up. Bring the palms together at the center of the chest. Good. Feet come together. Take a deep inhale. And now sit down into your chair. Palms together at the chest as you exhale. Tucking tailbone, relaxing shoulders. Good. Breath in. And now sit down onto the heels as you breathe out. We're going to go for side crow now. So I want you to place the hands down on your right side, keeping both the elbows into the side of the body. Good. Now you've got to dig down through the fingertips. And you'll know if you are because the tips of the fingers, they start to turn white. Okay, in fact, I'm going to turn around a little bit because I don't fancy falling off the stage, okay? All right, so we're going to get those elbows in. And then we come up onto the hands, same as you did in your crow. You want elbows above wrists, okay? Dig the fingers in. Now maybe you're just going to practice coming up like this, which is great. And if you want to come into the full side crow, then push down through the hands. Lift the inside foot and then the outside foot. And we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way down. Come back into the center. Good. Now we're going to go for the other side. So bring those elbows back into the side of the body on the left. Spread the fingers, palms. Really want to push down. You want to push down through the knuckles, through the fingertips here. Okay, now maybe you just want to practice that rock up onto the hands. So you're building confidence in the pose. Okay, or maybe we want to come up onto the full side crow. Good, now we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way down. Whew, feet come together. Let's face the top of the mat once again. Facing the top of the mat. Okay, now we're going to practice because when we come into crow, what we tend to do is when we're in crow, we then tend to jump back into a high plank. So we're just going to practice that move this morning, okay? Now we don't have to go from crow. We're going to make this nice and simple. So that first action we were doing this morning, earlier on in the practice, where you lower down through the shoulders and then lift up, this is what we're going to do, but with a jump back. Okay, so we want to lift up, bring the knees into the triceps as if we're in crow, and then jump back. Then we jump up, okay? We're going to do 5 of these. So let's come into it. Inhale, exhale, jump back, and up. Let's go back. Number 2, and 3. Keep on going. And 4, 5. Good stuff. Hold it here. That's it. Breath in. Breath out. Good. We're going to do 5 more of these, okay? We're doing great stuff at home there, okay? Right, now lift up. Jump back. And forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold that high plank. Lower down, so low plank, all the way down to the mat. Good, hands underneath shoulders. Let's breathe into a nice, easy cobra. Exhale, lower down. Good, breath in, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Okay, so we're going to continue to, now we're going to actually stretch out our shoulders. We've done a lot of work on those shoulders. So we take arms out to the sides. Now, if you're like me, you're a little bit limited in space. I want you to come into Cactus Pose. So you're laying on the front of the body, but there's a bend in those elbows. Bring the left cheek down onto the ground. Okay, now lift the right leg, send it over to the left side. Good, now right hand can push down, so we're opening up into the front of the left shoulder. And let's hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, come onto the front of the body. Good, now lift the left leg, send it over to the right side. Push down for the left hand for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, come onto the front of the body. Hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, take a breath in into cobra. Exhale, push back into downward facing dog. Good, deep inhale, step or float to the top of the mat as you exhale. Come to sit down on your bum and then lay down on your back. Whew. Brilliant stuff. Okay, hug the knees into the chest. All right, now time to give that heart a rest. So let's go in for a shoulder stand. So hands down beside you, push down through the hands, up through the feet. Good, hands come to lower spine, back of ribs. We draw elbows and shoulder blades together as we push up through the feet. Good, now keep tucking the tailbone as we draw in those thighs. Breath in, plow pose, breath out. Keeping the legs as straight as you can, doesn't matter if the feet don't touch the ground. Hands can stay at lower spine for a bit of stability. And if you are nice and stable, then maybe you want to lower the hands down, palms facing down onto the ground. Keep the breath flowing. Okay, let's take our breath in. And then slowly lower the hips down as we breathe out. Keep the knees into the chest. Once the hips are on the ground, straighten the legs, and then lower the heels the rest of the way. Good, now sit up slightly, or sit up. Take a brick. Fish on a brick time. So we place it in between our shoulder blades, okay? So you better see me, so we place it in between the shoulder blades. So as you lay down, you're going to breathe out. We'll lay down onto the brick. And this is a great stretch towards the front of the body, the chest area, front of the shoulders. It's a great opening up into the spine. So the back of the head comes down and rests on the ground, or a block, or a cushion, or a pillow. Keep breathing, nice and relaxed. Deep inhale, and let's roll over to the right. Release the block as you exhale. Come to lay down flat on your back, legs out forwards, arms beside you, palms facing up. Tuck the tailbone, bring the chin into the chest. Take a deep inhale, open the mouth as you exhale. Rest down into Shavasana, allowing the breath to be gentle, the body to relax. Keep your focus, your awareness in your breath. Take a deep inhale. Draw the knees into the chest as you exhale. Breath in. Roll over to the right as you breathe out. Deep inhale. We come into our seated position as we exhale. Legs crossed, eyes closed, palms together at the center of the chest. Take a breath in. We all say namaste as we breathe out. There we go. Little round of applause there. Hope you had a great practice. Thank you very much for joining me. I will see you again soon on the mats. Thank you very much.